Welcome to White Dark Tarot, where the reader is bubbly, but the readings can get dark. So today I am working on the October second half readings for all zodiac signs, and we are doing Taurus. What is going on with the Bull Gang? We've had a streak of good readings. I say we because I myself am also a Taurus, but let's see what we got. Hopefully we get some good news. Oh, okay, Daughter of Swords, communication coming in. Seeing things from a softer perspective, maybe. Let's see. Eight of Pentacles, working hard at something, mastering a craft. Whoa. Okay. Seven of Wands. Some sort of enlightenment. Four of Wands. Stability. Oh, thank God. Okay. Ace of Swords. Yeah, some kind of truth coming in. Father of Wands. That would be the King of Wands. Fire element. Whoa. Cards are flying all over the place. Okay. So we also got the Six of Swords. And I believe that was the pile I was holding, and this was the one that had flown to the table. Okay, Four of Swords. All right, period of contemplation, some sort of, again, enlightenment. Okay. And this goes there. Three of Wands is new ventures, starting something new. Like every time I get this card, I hear a whole new world in my head. Okay, where are we at? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Okay, 3 more. That's 2. Cards are really jumpy for this reading. I just heard someone say that's deliberate. So I will take it to mean that there is something new that will be starting pretty fast for us Taurians. Yeah, there we go. The Magician. Called it. Okay, so we got, Temperance. Okay. And the Ten of Cups. Sweet. All right. But you know what? With Temperance and the Magician being here, and the Magician I always talk about is the card of manifestation. And manifestation works by embodying what it is that you want to attract. So, you know what? The Daughter of Swords, the Ace of Swords, I think this is more an epiphany than anything. You know, maybe a truth comes in, you get some news or a piece of information, something like that. And that's exactly what sets you free. Because swords are about communication, mental activity, thoughts, communication, thinky. You think Mercury energy. So the Daughter of Swords, the Ace of Swords being here, and then the Eight of Pentacles, along with the Seven of Wands and the Six of Swords and the Four of Swords, period of contemplation, period of recovery, after an epiphany, and a period of reinvesting, refocusing on mastering your own craft, mastering yourself, basically just focusing on yourself. This tells me that that's exactly the oomph that you needed to kickstart something that is better for you. Ten of Cups is about emotional fulfillment. You know, this could be a new job that is more emotionally fulfilling, a new relationship that is emotionally fulfilling, but it's something that's going to bring you emotional fulfillment. And stability with the Four of Wands being here. Temperance, it's almost like whatever this was back here that you had an epiphany about. It's like there was this fog in your energy, right? That was almost holding you back from being at your full power. And I don't know why I wanted to word it that way, but being in your full power. So it's almost like once this happens, whether you have an internal aha moment or you get a piece of news that makes you go, ah, okay, now I have the whole picture. Got it. And you choose to move forward from that. That is when the healing kicks in, and that is what's going to give you the boost that you needed to finally manifest something better for yourself. So basically, after a period of healing, after you have your aha moment, why does this Father of Wands feel like somebody else? Because that's the King of Wands. I mean, yeah, that's like passionate energy. That is that oomph, but it feels like with the group of cards that it's with, it feels more like something that you had to heal from. Let's clarify. Clarify the Father of Wands. Seven of Pentacles. What do you want to invest in? Period of contemplation. Is this even worth it anymore? Ah, there it is. Five of Pentacles. Okay. Yep. So, okay. All right. There was a period of feeling of loss, right? But then we also have the period of contemplation. What do you want to invest in? Is this even worth it anymore? And then you get a piece of information, some sort of news, or you have an internal epiphany. You have this aha moment. You know what? I'm just gonna focus on me. Then we have the Seven of Wands, Six of Swords, Four of Swords. You go through it, and then you take that energy that you wanted to give there, and you put it back into yourself, and you move forward with something else or someone else. Something that's more emotionally fulfilling, more stable, more grounded, and you heal. And then you begin to manifest what it is that you want, because that was the thing that was holding your vibration down. That was the thing that had your energy all sluggish because you were going through it. But let's clarify this area here. Only because I'm like, Taurus is handling this suspiciously well. Because it's almost like there we go. It's almost like they go through all this and they're just like, okay, and then they just move on. And I know that that's not how this goes. Five of Swords, self-destruction. Okay? That just flew across the room. So I'll be back. All right, Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles and Daughter of Cups. Okay. All right. So it was just a recognition then. It was just a recognition of, you know what? This staying here would be self-harm at this point. Staying in this energy for no damn reason would just be self-harm at this point. It is self-destructive. It's not helping anything. There's other things that I need to focus on, such as the Pentacles, which is money. And Taurus, that's kind of how we operate, isn't it? Is we go, oh no, I'm heartbroken. I'm gonna focus on my bag. That's how we go. That is how we go. But with the Daughter of Cups also being here, though, this feels like you decided, okay, you know what? This isn't good for me. It's not nourishing me. And Taurus is ruled by Venus. We like things that feel good. We like things that are nice. We like things that are pleasant. And so once this stopped feeling good, it's almost like part of your feelings already just died. Once this stopped feeling Venusian and it became just self destructive to stay there, you're out. You were out. You're like, I'm going to go pursue something that makes me feel good. I'm going to pursue something that makes me actually happy. Not staying here. Well, this is a pretty short and sweet reading because it's big. Okay, to sum this up, because for some reason summaries I think are a good idea to have in tarot readings, especially when you're like boom boom boom, this card means this. But to sum things up, it's like you were going through a period of a feeling of loss, right? And then that put you in an energy of lack, and that is the opposite kind of energy that you want to be in when you're trying to manifest. And it may or may not have involved a fire sign, okay, with the father of wands being here. Could have also just been somebody with passionate energy, or something that brought you a feeling of passion. Maybe the chemistry was through the roof or whatever. And you got a piece of news, or you had an aha moment, and you went, I'm just going to focus on the bag. I'm just going to focus on manifesting the things that I need to be manifesting. Because right now, I have no time for this. I don't need to be wallowing in this kind of energy. This is not conducive to what I'm trying to do with my life. And so you take all that energy back, and you focus it on yourself, and you start to recover. You go through a period of contemplation. Instead of just wallowing in self-pity, you actually start to contemplate and self-reflect. And you go, okay, time to start a new thing. And you start to move towards things that are emotionally and financially fulfilling. You heal. You heal the part of you that had a hard time letting go, even when it hurt to stay. You healed the part of you that felt guilty for leaving things or people behind for your own sake. Because again, Taurus is ruled by Venus. Venus is nurturing. It's a nurturing planet. Yeah, I know the moon is kind of the mother archetype with the planets, but Venus too, it likes to love and be loved. But in its shadow, it doesn't know when to let go. And so you're healing that part of yourself. And that is exactly what unlocks your manifestations. Better partner, better job, more stable life. Because you finally stepped out of this gunk and you got your energy straight. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's go into the alchemy deck. Sparks of light. Gold. And conjunction. Sparks of light, hope, sensation, exhilaration. The scintillate card arrives just in the nick of time, leaving a trail of celestial light to guide the way. Follow these flickers as if they are alchemical clues guiding you to an illumined state. When this card appears, it is likely there has been a lull or void of direction in the laboratory. Some may even say the lights have been turned off, but in the deep void of darkness, a messenger of hope arrives, flickering and shimmering with enthusiasm. You might feel the scintillate as a childlike giddiness, the presence of magic, a vision in a dream, or a simple readiness to wake up from a long slumber. Follow the physical body, follow the tingling sensations of aliveness within, and you will not be led astray. Vitality, clarity, and inspiration are within your reach. You are alive. You are a vital being. Appreciate this moment. One spark leads to the next. Yeah, that's exactly what this feels like. It's almost like I feel this kind of like gray fog haze feeling over here. And then that just gets brighter as we get this way. But it literally just comes from Taurus finally being like, why am I doing this to myself? What's the point in wallowing when there are other productive things that I can and should be doing? Illumination, splendor, culmination. The alchemist's gold is no ordinary gold. It is not found in rings or coins or necklaces. It is a substance buried deep within, sometimes referred to as gold of the wise, philosophic gold, the ethereal stone, or the divine quintessence among countless other names. For our purposes, we seek not the physical metal, but the mystical essence within each alchemist. How do we recognize it? It mimics qualities of the metal itself, soft and radiant, and its planetary counterpart, the sun, warm and bright. It's no wonder gold is associated with the heart. When this card arrives, there is something of incredible value at hand. It is marvelous and rare. Cherish it. Get to know its properties and its source. The gold card carries a distinct shadow. If mistaken for a purely physical material, it can lead to greed and excess, causing the alchemist to lose their way. Reverence is the key. Okay, so with this one, I do have a piece of advice. Taurus, again, I know. We tend to just throw ourselves into our work when we are going through something. That's how we cope. It's also kind of our coping mechanism. We just work harder or work more. But make sure that you stay in tune with your emotions as you do that. Um, Make sure not to use work and going for the bag as just a way to numb yourself. Because again, all this healing, this manifestation comes in precisely because you heal on a genuine level. You heal your heart, and you have to be in tune with your emotions to be able to do that. So don't forget that. Don't go that way if you find yourself just numbing out and pursuing work, because that's not healthy either. And that's not conducive to your long term happiness, because you heal for you heal for your future. Because when you are a healed person operating from a healed place, you just navigate life a little better, right? So don't bypass the lesson by throwing yourself into work. Okay. Oh crap, it's the last card. Okay, conjunction. Love, divine union, infinity. Conjunctio is the great alchemical operation of love. During this stage, we witness the miraculous work of two opposites merging to create a unique third form. Sun and moon unite to reveal the entire cosmos. Black and white unite to reveal the spectrum of color. Unlike coagulatio, conjunctio represents a conscious and benevolent union, one that springs forth from awareness, acceptance, and devotion. It is not a compromise, but rather an activation, a holding of tension and presence that allows each of the entities to thrive and express themselves. Experiencing conjunctio is one of the blessings of the human experience, whether the bond is with human, nature, or divinity. Recognize it by the stirring of your heart and an element of surprise. Through the opposites arises the infinite. Yeah, this also feels like you're just getting back in touch with your own spirituality. Because I don't know if you guys go through this, but when I am going through stuff, it almost dims down my intuition a little bit. Like when the emotions get too strong and I fail to ground or I fail to stay in a steady place, I notice that it does affect my intuition and my discernment. And it feels like you're coming out of a period of that where it was affecting your energy, it was affecting your intuition. Like it, for lack of better words, basically they got you all kinds of fucked up. And now you're just like, I need to get my shit together. I need to get my shit together. I need to regroup and focus on what I need to focus on for me. And that kind of energy is exactly what brings the manifestation in when you get your energy straight. All right. Well, that's all I have for you today, Taurus. And if you liked what you saw here today, Like, share, comment to help me out with the algorithm, subscribe, and hit the notification button so that you get notified every time I post a video. And I will see you in the next one.